Recently, I took some time off work, and during that time, I felt so free. For an entire month, I felt stress-free. I was having a good time while I was out of work. I just went back to work. And I feel like I'm in bondage to a fucking job. If I had a choice, I wouldn't work at all. If I had a choice. Unfortunately, money makes the world go round, and therefore, I have to work just to pay off the debt that I have. You know, my car note, student loan, you know, house. I mean, you know, what choice do I have? I have to work so I can earn in order to pay off the debt that I have accumulated. I mean, this whole system, this whole capitalistic system is basically in place to rip your ass off. I'm just being honest with you. The whole capitalistic system that we live in today, okay, is one big scam. Basically to rip you off. They know you have to have a car to get around. They know you have to pay off that mortgage note. You know, if you want a house, you got to pay the bank their money for that house. You got to pay the loan on that house. Otherwise, they going to take that shit away from you and your ass going to be homeless. Okay, so, you know, don't pay that car note. You won't have a car to get back and forth to work. Don't pay the car insurance. You run the risk of going to jail for not having car insurance. You know, death insurance. You got to have that so they can bury your ass, you know. I mean, this whole entire system is, I tell you, it's one big, basically. I mean, the banking industry is one big scam. Okay, I tell you, land is supposed to be free. We don't supposed to be paying for fucking land. Okay, why are we paying for water? Water is supposed to be free. I mean, why do we have to continuously pay fucking rent all our lives? Why? Why can't we just pay fucking rent like maybe 10 years? You know, you stay in a place, you know, pay fucking rent like 10 years. And after that, you should never have to pay rent again. I mean, ever. As long as you live. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we've been over here since, what, 98? And we're still paying fucking rent for this piece of shit? I mean, this is not worth the money that I pay every month. You know. My ancient ancestors didn't need 9 to 5 jobs, or 11 to 7 p.m. jobs, or midnight to 8 a.m. jobs. They took care of themselves. They built their own houses. They lived on land they didn't have to pay for. They didn't have to pay rent every goddamn month. They didn't have to pay electricity bills every month. And believe it or not, there was electricity in Africa in ancient times, okay? They didn't need fucking 8-hour jobs and 10-hour jobs and 12-hour jobs and 16-hour-a-day jobs. I mean, America is one big, basically mentally unstable place. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's how I feel about America. You know, if I had a choice, I would go live in Africa. Of course, I would need money in order to move over to Africa. You know, I would need money. Okay? This entire system here in America is designed to keep all of us a slave to debt, a slave to a religion, slave to your job. Basically, you are a walking robot. And that is how the system was designed, to make you into a walking robot. Now, I just recently got out of religion myself. I was a slave to Christianity for so many years, and I did some research and found out that it was all based on bullshit, deception, lies. Found out pretty much, a lot of things about the Bible that was based on plagiarized tales from earlier stories, from earlier civilizations. A lot of Bible stories are made up. A lot of it made up. Like Jesus, he is a made up artificial creation.